What's up, everybody? We are back after a long break, and this is Dan. And across the space, is that what we've been saying? That's what we said last time.
Yeah.
Across the space is Brother John.
And I'm over here sitting on a super dude.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh my word! We take 1 week off and we forget how to.
I know.
We forget how to podcast.
Oh man,
I'm sitting on a very comfortable chair across from Dan in his living room, and
is it not comfortable though?
It is super.
Isn't it really comfy? I love that chair.
The handle's a little odd, but it works.
Because I broke it.
It broke.
That's not. It was just part of a couch.
Yeah.
It was my grandparents, and they got rid. I told you that, right? They got rid of it, so that's why there's no arms. But it's really comfortable, so I like it at least.
It works.
It does.
It's been a while. It's only been one single week, right?
It has, but it felt a lot longer. I think it's because it's been like we're recording, and I'm probably going to release this just as soon as possible because we've waited. But like we recorded though like over 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, so like it's been a while since we recorded.
Super busy. We've been super busy.
We were. I went out of town. And then missions conference was that whole weekend, and you had your in-laws in town.
Yep.
How was that, by the way?
That was good. I love hanging out with them. They're like another mom and dad.
Can I tell you about my experience with him because it was really funny?
What happened?
So we're at the missions fair, and he seemed like a really nice guy. Don't get me wrong, but this encounter was really funny.
Yeah.
So you know how I was wearing that name tag of our missionary. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
But I was wearing his name tag. So I go up to Mr. Pastor Havman.
Pastor,
and I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I wanted to introduce myself, you know." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm, I had the name on. He's like, "Oh, it's funny, you look just like brother." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, No. I'm like, "Oh, okay." I wondered. I was like, "Yeah." Hey, I was like, "Yeah, that's funny." I was like, and I go, "That's funny." I go, "I've actually never met him before." And he goes, "Yeah, thank you," and just walked away. And I was like, "What?"
Just looked at you.
I was so confused.
He just looked at you straight in the eye and said, "Thank you."
Yeah, he goes, "Thank you." And he just walked away. And I was like, "You're welcome." I was so confused, man.
He
is so funny.
Yeah,
I said, "This is a great guy. I enjoyed his messages." That for some reason that encounter, I was telling Kate about it, and I'm like, "That was so funny."
Thank you.
Because it was so random.
I have no idea. I don't have them all figured out yet myself.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it was really funny.
It was. That missions fair was great, man.
It was missions
You're
fair.
Drinking Prime?
I am drinking a Prime. I don't condone the people that made it, but it is.
Is that a regular thing for you? Prime?
Not really, because they're expensive.
Yeah, I've never.
So,
I think I've had a sip of one.
Want a water fountain up?
No, I don't want to try it.
You sure?
Yeah, I thought it was gross.
Really? You didn't like it? I actually really like them.
I think Gatorade is better.
Really? Yeah. I like it because it's got less stuff in it.
Really?
Like, there's only 1 gram of sugar in this. That's why I like them though. I do. They're good. They're just, like I said, they're just expensive.
Yeah, everybody freaks out about them too.
Oh, they do. It's stupid.
But it's funny. Man, a lot has happened. College football has started.
I love college.
We
had
a missions conference,
and that. Most importantly, college football.
Yeah, but more importantly, college football started.
Missions conference was great. I wish I could have been there for Thursday and Friday night.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Yeah,
our missions booth was awesome. We
did Nepal. I think we're learning a lot from doing this stuff. So like next year, if we do it again, I'm gonna be a lot more prepared.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like same thing for whenever we do Kids Canaan Night, whatever they're gonna do for that.
Yeah.
Which I won't probably be there for because I think it's on a Wednesday night. But
that's the worst, dude. Are you close to getting out of the?
No. I'm not going anywhere soon unless the Lord does something insane. So I don't know. Yeah. Second shift is just so annoying because it literally just takes your day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong, you get good sleep and at least you're not on thirds.
Yeah.
But like, if anybody wants to do anything after work, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
It's so dumb. And now that COVID closed everything at midnight, even if I get off work at 11:30, because it used to be some places would be open until like 1, like Applebee's, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can't do that anymore because they all close at like 11 or midnight. So it's like everything just unless you want to hit up like an IHOP or a Denny's or something like that. That's over 24/7, and that's an interesting crowd.
Oh yeah, man. You don't want to do that unless you're in the right area.
No, exactly.
But Dan's getting off work and he's like hitting people up. Hey, you guys still out? I'm thinking about going to Applebee's. Like, bro, it's like midnight. We left 8 hours ago. Yeah, I
Usually,
hope.
yeah,
Oh man, I hope that you definitely get a different shift because I know
yeah.
quality of life is just not as good as it could
No,
be.
it's
But
not. Especially since she works till noon.
yeah,
So like she works, gets off, comes home, and then we see each other for about 2 hours and I leave, and then
yeah,
that's the rest. And then that's it. So and then I come home and she's in bed. Which she's like, I'll stay up. I'm like, you get up at 6 in the morning. Don't stay up till 2 in the
yeah. That's
morning.
crazy.
You're not doing that. So,
Stinkfish.
isn't it beautiful?
Dan's got the Google. What's it called? Like the screensaver that cycles through pictures on your TV.
Yeah, she had it on my phone, so it cycled through our pictures.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it was. That's why it's not up there anymore.
But this is
There were
yeah,
pictures where I'm like, why is that up there?
and it like won't change.
No.
Like, come on, switch.
Yeah.
But like this, it just shows it's like random abstract art,
Yeah.
and that was one called entitled "Stinkfish." That was crazy.
Yeah. So
But
that
oh man, dude,
missions conference was good though.
it was.
I always enjoy missions conference as like last year. The missionary from oh,
What would
what
it
was
have
the
been?
name? The one that's in
Ireland?
war right now. One that's at war with
Oh,
Russia.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Brother Rue.
That was so amazing to see.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing to see his presentation and stuff. And that was last year, so like I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
always
he's
enjoy
still
it.
trying to get back to the field. I don't know.
Probably.
But we have I know last podcast we announced um
The name.
the name and we haven't put the logo up yet. We're still working on it.
We have the logo. It's just
We have it.
it's just being weird to get it uploaded for
Yeah.
some reason.
We're not good at that kind of thing.
No. We will get it though.
Dude,
Like we will get it.
these pictures
like,
are killing me, dude.
They're
What-
so weird. They don't make any sense.
I can't even describe it.
I've never seen that one. Those ones are just whatever, like normal, right?
Yeah, those are
But-
sweet. Like that's like nature, but like the other ones.
So here's the thing. Next picture that comes up after this one,
yeah.
we got to just describe it
All right.
completely
3 words
to our viewers.
2 words
So,
to describe it.
Two
Let's
words
see
to describe it. Yep. Okay. So next picture comes up. Two words to describe it.
that. Okay, first word is ghetto.
Okay.
What's your word, second word? What's your first word?
Second word is men.
Third word is graffiti.
Yeah. There you go. All right. First word is painting.
That one was a straight up wall. It looked like a wall in a suburb, and it had
It
like
did.
5 different paintings of black men on it.
That's a good picture.
That is sweet.
That
reminds
one.
me of
Yeah, I didn't
Seattle.
really understand that one. This one's a good picture.
Yeah, I wish it would just stay like that. That's a sweet
Yeah,
picture too.
Bunch of booties.
deer,
Deer
bug.
though, deer. Everybody get their mind out of the gutter.
Oh my word, we gotta stop talking about this.
No, we do. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this. Okay.
What do you got?
I got an email
An email.
to us.
Let's go to us.
It is D and J, and I haven't read it yet. And I got this September 4th,
Wow.
and so it's been 2 weeks. Tomorrow we got this email.
Dang.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna read. We said we'd read them off, right?
Yeah, we're reading.
So this
who's it,
email.
who's it from?
It is from Cindy Richardson. It's from my mother-in-law. She said, "Mother-in-laws usually get a bad rap. Dan usually, thankfully, has good things to say about his mother-in-law. Love listening in on the lives of you guys. Gives me a new perspective in my own life. Love you, Dan." It says Fave SIL. What's son-in-law?
Nice.
I was like SIL, son-in-law.
Favorite and
Favorite
only.
son-in-law. No,
Oh, they have other ones.
that would be funny. You're the only son-in-law. You're my favorite because you're the only one.
Wow.
I love you too, Miss Cindy.
That's
She is awesome. She listens to it, and apparently, that I've been told from my wife, she loves it.
Man,
And I'm like, great.
who in their right mind is listening to this
I know.
and getting a new perspective?
Oh, I know.
Like, how could
That's
you
the funny
possibly
thing.
how could you possibly mine anything productive and
I don't know.
helpful out of this podcast? I don't know, but you're welcome, I guess, for that
Yeah.
perspective of 20-something-year-old married guys. I have no idea
Married for a year, 2 years
what
now.
life
For me.
is gonna throw at them.
That's the interesting thing. Like, it'd be funny if we do this for the next 20 years. Go back and listen to ourselves.
Yeah, and
We
like,
were so
wow,
stupid, man.
Look at that perspective.
Remember our first wives?
dude? What is this? What are these pictures?
I don't know.
Lady of the Leaf. I can't. I gotta.
Do I need to shut this TV
You
off?
might want to change it because every time a new one comes up, I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay.
So I get.
I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna throw something at you though.
What?
I forgot.
Oh no.
I had something. I was like, I was going to bring this up, and then I completely lost it.
Yeah, my ADHD is throwing me off.
My goodness,
big time.
I cannot remember. I was going to bring up something, and I completely forgot what it was. Like that's really annoying. I'm going to tell you a story though. What happened to me this week? It was really funny.
Yeah,
So
we got to update a little bit.
We
what's
do.
Been going on.
So I was Bethany had my sister-in-law, for those people, is pregnant, right? Like 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away, really close. And
she is. Oh, yeah.
she we're watching Lincoln and Nora. So Lincoln's like 4, I think, 3, Nora's 2.
Yep.
And Bella's at school, so she had a doctor's appointment, so she dropped him off here. So like I'm sitting here and Kate's here, and Nora just like falls asleep on me. Which I was so happy. I didn't want to go to work. But anyway, so I told Kate, I was like, hey, I get ready for work. I go to the bathroom first. So I use the bathroom. I go to get ready for work.
Yeah.
And then when I go to the bathroom, I'm like going to the bathroom, and I hear Nora start just freaking out. And she woke up, and she just missed her mom.
Yeah.
So I heard him and came out here, and then I was like, oh, okay, she was fine. So then the rest of the day goes on. So then Kate tells me that she's like, hey, did you hear what Lincoln said? I'm like, what? She comes up to me, and he had to go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom, and then he comes to Kate and goes, Uncle Dan didn't flush, and it really smelled. And he's like, don't worry, I flushed for him.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
and he's like, how old?
Poor guy. He's like 4. It was so funny, man.
You probably
laughed so hard.
You probably took years off of his life.
Oh, I know I did.
that.
I felt so bad,
That's
and I just
hilarious.
laughed because that's what he said. He said that to her. Oh, it was
He
amazing.
didn't flush, but I got him.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Yeah, I can't wait to have kids. Just to
Man, you got a girl coming in how long?
January 18th is the due date.
January. Okay.
I can't wait to just hear them like say their random things, whatever's on their mind. Like my dad, when we were growing up, my dad kept a list of stuff that we would say, and he would just like keep a running list of what like the randomness that we would say, and it's so funny to go back.
That'd
I
be
don't
amazing.
I don't remember any of them, but it's so funny to go back and just hear
Kids say the most
brutally
random
and brutally honest things.
I heard a comedian say that kids are basically like just little drunk people. Just say whatever's on their mind and can barely walk. And I'm like,
facts.
that's terrible, but that does make sense when you think about it.
They're just
I don't know if I'm
little
going to
drunk
find this, but there's a thing that Jacob sent because I think it was like Wendy was trying to drag her seat across the yard, and he was like, Sam, can you help? Why don't you be a good big brother and go help her? He's like, I'm being a big brother by watching her. I think it was something to that effect, and I just laughed so hard.
Oh my word. That is hilarious.
Becca's going to have a third girl, right? She's going to have 3 girls. And then my dad's saying he's excited like for them to get older. And then like you're going to have these three girls, probably all beautiful girls. And then whoever tries to get with those girls is going to have to deal with that huge kid. Because he's huge.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to get bigger.
Dude, he's scary too.
Yes.
Like I always try to talk to him and he just like stares through my soul.
We went to their house the other day. And he was I'm sitting on the couch and he's just like jumping on me. If you're not ready, it hurts. Because that kid's huge. I love him.
He is massive.
I love that kid. I always tell people like one of these days he's going to be like a Kool-Aid man where he's going to run through a wall and you're going to see the shape of him.
Yeah, legit.
Like, that kid is just a monster.
He'll probably play football too.
Oh, he better play football. I hope he does.
Speaking of football, dude, how are you feeling about your Buckeyes?
Horrible. Until last night's game. Last night's game, they finally did what I was hoping they would do. Yeah. But as well, a lot of the defense, their defense did. Like, they had 3 fumbles and an interception.
It's that third game of the season.
And, yeah, they needed it. And then they even said, Ryan, because everyone was like, oh, McCord, he's terrible. It's the first time he's playing. Don't get me wrong. He's been there 3 years, so you do have to be ready.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
not like you're a freshman.
You're talking about their quarterback, right?
No, Western Kentucky's quarterback was a freshman.
Yeah,
and they're good. They have a good offense. Like they are the top. Like it's Ohio State and them are the top offenses the last few years.
Yeah.
So the fact that we did what we did was great. But again, that's Western. It's Western Kentucky.
I think a lot of teams struggled with the third week. Yeah, because
Alabama did.
Yeah, Alabama struggled. Who else?
Georgia
struggled against South Carolina.
Yeah, they came back.
Yeah. I thought they were going to lose that for a second, and then
Colorado did, but technically, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, Michigan struggled too with a little bit in the first half with Bowling Green, which is
they've had the same exact scores.
Yeah,
like the last 3 games, it's been 30, something in the 30s,
yep,
to
like
5
6.
or 6 or 3. Like it's like
Yeah, they're not blowing
consistency.
out people like they were last year. I think last year we were beating people like 40 something.
Yeah,
But
Ohio State finally did that this game.
yeah,
They
yeah.
they won like 60. No, what was it 60s? 60 or 50? I don't know. Whatever the score was. But we've been waiting for that. They have. I've been annoyed because I'm like, these guys need to destroy. They have too much talent on their offense, and
Yeah.
by that I mean just lob it up to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Dude,
That's all I want.
he is crazy good.
He is.
I remember watching him play
He's
with
insane.
I remember watching him play with Michigan State last year.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
we
is.
struggled against Michigan State because of him.
He with Michigan State.
He transferred from Michigan State. Wait, no.
To Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, he didn't.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's been at Ohio State.
I'm thinking about somebody else.
Oh no, there was somebody. Michigan always. No, actually, last year they beat Michigan State like 28-3 or something last year.
Yeah.
So like the thing with Michigan State, I think is because Michigan State always plays. Me and you talked about this. They play Michigan really well because of that rivalry game.
Yeah.
But like Michigan still was gonna whoop them.
Hopefully, yeah.
I think they will.
I take it back. It was Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State gave Ohio State a run for their money too.
Yeah. There was a transfer from Michigan State to Penn State. There
was
a wide receiver who is stupid good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. But yeah, Michigan yesterday struggled a little bit against Bowling Green, which is like 30 minutes from here. They
With Bowling Green.
Yeah, so Bowling Green comes out, right? And they got like Bowling Green is not a good school.
Yeah.
At football. But like they're just bringing out all the different trick plays and stuff. And so they go to kick the ball off, and the first thing they do is they kick it super short and high to somebody that doesn't typically receive the ball.
You drop it?
Yeah, and they fumble immediately.
Wow.
And Bowling Green gets it. And then JJ threw 3 picks.
I saw that.
Dude, he
3 picks. I was like, dude, what happened?
He had a rough night.
If you're gonna have a rough night, Bowling Green is the time to have a rough night.
For real. But
and you still won 31 to.
Yeah,
I
mean,
know. It's like okay.
Like he was at one point, he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds. He's trying to throw the ball out of bounds and just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And a Bowling Green dude just made an insane play, like caught like a crazy pass and barely got a foot in for an interception. That was probably the greatest play that Bowling Green had. It was on defense for a pick, but yeah, he threw 3 picks. He threw 1 in the end zone. He had a rough night, but Cornelius Johnson made it a crazy catch. Did you see that on SportsCenter? Maybe?
No, I haven't seen any.
It was a deep ball. It was a deep ball, and a Bowling Green defender like punches it up, and Cornelius Johnson literally bobbles it in his hands for like 5 yards into the touchdown, and finally gets control of it in the touchdown. But yeah, it was sweet. Cool. I love college football. I'm trying to get to a Michigan game. Michigan did a bunch of stuff to their stadium this past season. So they widened their jumbotrons.
Oh, okay.
So their screens are literally wider than the width of the field. What's the width of a football field?
What? That big?
They're massive, dude. Yes.
That's insane.
They're crazy big. Like it's literally the width of a football field and wider.
Insane. I don't know what the width is. That's insane though.
What's the width of a football field?
I've never been to the big house. I'd like to go.
221 feet, bro.
That's insane.
So these jumbotrons are huge.
That's cool though.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
So the big house is sweet, and then I'd
like to go.
Then they did a bunch of lighting stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just noticed that your socks have tennis rackets and tennis balls on.
Yeah,
I got peaches on mine.
Like we both just left our church socks on. It's like it's because it's like whatever. I mean,
I know, yeah. But yeah, they did a bunch of different lighting changes. So now when they score a touchdown for night games, like it flashes blue and yellow in the stadium. Cool. It's pretty sick. Cool. It's pretty sick.
I know. I'd like to go to the big house. I've never been.
Have you ever been to Ohio State game?
I've only been to the spring game. That's it. So we saw tickets posted yesterday on Facebook. Somebody's like, "Hey, I couldn't go to the game. They wanted $200," and I'm like, "Do I want to pay $200?
That's a bit
and
steep.
Then go to a Western just to watch them?" But it was 50-yard line.
Right I mean that's
So I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, 250." Then they lowered it to 200. But also I'm like, okay, it's Friday. It means we have to leave tomorrow.
Where were they posted on?
Just somebody on Facebook
Marketplace. Yeah.
And I was like. And now that I saw that, I kind of wish I would have went because I that scoring. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I want to just drop $200 right now to go to the game.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
It was 7 o'clock, and it's 2 hours away.
Start what time?
We wouldn't have got the game. Wouldn't have got. Oh no, I'm sorry. The game was at 4.
Yeah.
So like we wouldn't have got home till like 9, and which isn't really late, but still.
See,
Either way,
I got a cool hookup. Pastor Caleb's brother-in-law buys season tickets at Michigan
that's cool.
every year.
Yeah,
and that's why Pastor Caleb got to go to the Michigan Ohio State game last year.
He did.
He was there.
Dude, that's insane.
I know, because his father.
So he went down to Columbus last year.
No, it was in the Big House last year.
No, it was at Columbus last year. This year's at the Big House. 2 years ago it was at Michigan.
It was 2 years ago. He went.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, this year it's at Michigan.
So yeah, he went.
That's cool.
That first time that we beat him, so that he was there at that game.
Yeah.
But insane. He already went with Billy. I was gonna go that Saturday of missions conference.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go to that game, but I couldn't because we had to set up and stuff.
Yeah,
but I want to go one.
I want to go to one. I looked at tickets; they're so expensive.
They are
even for the bad teams, they're expensive.
I know it's kind of annoying, but
it is because like I was like, I'm looking at these Penn State tickets. No,
don't even look at the Penn State ones.
It's like nosebleeds are like $500, and I'm
crazy.
Like, not that. And like at Ohio State Stadium, though, unless you're sitting behind like one of the pillars, there's really no bad seats.
Yeah, true.
So and it's like that. I've heard it's like that with the Big House because their stadiums are huge, but like they're not like a.
Have you been following Colorado at all?
I mean, I watched the game yesterday all the way up to like 3 a.m.
No way.
I watched.
You finished the full game?
Yep.
I went home. I went to bed at halftime and then watched the highlights this morning.
So I'm sitting here and I'm actually playing Rocket League with Evan King, and we're playing Rocket League, and then all of a sudden Evan's like, "Dude," he's like, "Colorado's gonna lose at Colorado State," and I'm like, "Oh, really?" Yeah, like 48 seconds left, something like that. They're down 8.
Yeah.
He's actually had to score and get a 2-point conversion. All of a sudden, he's like, "Dude, they scored!" I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." Now they're gonna have to go for 2, and I don't really care. I'm like, they're gonna lose.
Yeah,
dude, they got the 2-point, and then I'm like, "All right, we gotta hit this game on."
So they turned
and then
it on.
His brother Ethan joined in, and then we all were just watch the game. Well, not like together, but we watched it and was talking about it.
Yeah,
and it was insane. I mean, I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, dude,
they wanted double OT, right?
Yep. Double OT, they both scored. They both converted 2-point conversions, and then again, Colorado scored, and then Colorado State didn't score.
I just pulled my whole arm out of it.
Why? What a game, though.
Crazy game.
And his son, that quarterback, is good.
Shador Sanders.
I know, and they won like Shador should did it.
Shador should did it, dude. I was speaking of ticket prices. Their average ticket price from last season to this season was like their average ticket price was $129, and then now it's like over $400.
That's hilarious.
They're just like,
the funny thing is
he's taking them to the moon, dude.
The funny thing is they're number 18.
Yeah,
are they number 18?
I don't know. I don't think
you know what I mean.
It's hard to tell because like their defense sucks. Like they made so many mistakes.
So the thing is, if they played any top 10 team, I think they get killed.
Yeah,
I really do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's to me, they're just like that TCU or Cincinnati that year, where it's like, yeah, they're really good for their like for the teams they play against.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing Colorado State, like
because like they beat here. The thing is, they beat Indiana or Nebraska.
They
beat like Nebraska. Which is a good win, I guess.
Yeah,
but like Nebraska's terrible.
Nebraska is a easy game. For us.
It's like Nebraska's bad, and they beat them like what 10 by 10 something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and who knows? We'll see. I think maybe they will do well. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, ride the wave as long as you can. I mean, they literally got guys playing both sides of the field. Like no top 10 teams does that.
No
one.
No.
Like if you're literally having to play,
it's not high school.
Yeah, legit. Like
one guy when
Travis Hunter is playing wide receiver and like
corner.
I
think it's corner. Like that's the funny thing is like you go up to the teams now. The only guy that played multiple positions. Well, no, there were a few, but let me rephrase. Like I remember when wasn't it Jabril Peppers? He helped randomly. He would play wide receiver or something.
Yep,
but it wasn't very much. Like I don't think he always did.
Mm-hmm.
So like he did. I remember him doing that. Technically, our tight end Cade Stover played linebacker, but I don't think he switched during the game. I think he's moved position. But anyway, no. When you get to the big leagues,
no one has to do that.
No one does that.
And like everybody's like, he played this many minutes of the game, like a crazy amount of minutes.
Yeah, it's like,
bro, like no top 10 teams are having that problem. Like
no,
you're gassed. Like you're going to be absolutely gassed. So I mean, yeah, it's
But
cool. It's cool that they got all this hype or whatever. But I mean,
no, and good for them.
who do they play? Oh, they got a big game coming up.
They play
Oregon.
they
They
play
play
Oregon
Oregon.
next week.
They're gonna get
And I think they
slaughtered.
play they
They
might
might
absolutely
very
get
well
killed.
get slaughtered. But
It'd be funny too.
it's so funny because I
Yeah.
always watch. They always get so much hype. It's crazy
Which
how
one,
much
Oregon?
hype. No,
Yeah, yeah.
Colorado. It's crazy
Oh
how
yeah.
much like
They're
how much
all over the
attention.
media right now
Yeah,
because it's all because
Deion
of
Sanders.
yeah, Coach Prime.
Did
That's
you
it.
see him? Did you see him walk into like their I'm gonna sneeze again.
Stadium thing.
Um, no, into their like film room, and he gives them all the glasses that he wears so they get better.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
what are
Yeah.
you doing, dude? It's so funny,
See,
but
like Colorado's was it Colorado said like or Colorado State apparently their coach said something like when you
yeah,
talk to what is it like when you talk to another man you should I
take
take
your
my hat
hat
and
off.
sunglasses or take your hat off
Yeah,
and
something
then
stupid, and they're like, "You done
Deion
went and made it
Sanders yeah
personal."
Deion Sanders like
Like,
you done made it personal and part of me is like laughing because they were losing
yeah.
I'm like they're gonna lose and then they pulled the win out
Did
so
you know that Deion Sanders doesn't have a big toe?
yeah I think that happened like recently didn't it
I don't know, but I saw it. Did you see that video too?
what do you like I didn't see like the
There was a
video
video of him like after practice or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, want to see my toe or whatever?" And he takes his shoes and socks off, and his big toe is just like gone. Like it's
I think
literally
that
just
was
like,
he had some like health issues
yeah, I don't
so
know. I
I don't
was
know
like, what?
that's
Little
hilarious
fun fact for you: look up a video of Deion Sanders' toe. It's kind of gross looking.
look at
Like
the
it
video of
literally,
Deion Sanders toes
yeah, it's literally just like
oh
where your
man
big toe would be is just flattened out.
yeah
It
that's
was gross. It
hilarious.
was gross. But
Ohio
man, dude,
State's got Notre Dame next week, so I'm excited about that.
that's gonna be a good game.
I'm
We
excited
are
for that.
playing Rutgers.
That'll probably be your biggest test so far.
Yep.
Because Rutgers isn't they used to be like playing a
Yeah,
local team. They were that bad, but since the transfer portal, they've gotten better.
yeah.
They're still going to most likely be an easy win.
Right. We always struggle with them for some reason, but we have Jim Harbaugh back finally.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's 4 games
He's
suspension,
finally
so
out
that
of
should be it.
finally out of detention.
Did you see him just chilling with his son's game,
Yep.
running the
Yeah,
what
he
is
was
that
running
called?
the downs.
Yeah, the
thing.
downs. I think that's hilarious.
I know.
I respect it though. I mean,
So far, he's had his defensive coordinator, his son, and their offensive coordinator
yeah.
fill in for him.
I mean, if you're not gonna be there for 4 games, might as well be those 4 games.
Yeah, for real. The 4 easiest ones.
Yeah, because you got Rutgers. Actually, that's the thing. It's a lot of Big Ten.
Yeah.
So
So
I love that college football's back.
it's honestly the best. Lucy
It's so
doesn't
much
really
fun.
understand it too much.
No, Kate hates it. Not hates it. That's strong. Kate doesn't understand it either.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. Lucy.
I mean,
did,
I can't explain it.
No, I mean, Lucy did watch some of the game yesterday with me, but
yeah,
like,
Kate
but-
watched it with me.
yeah.
She watched the movie on this one. Actually,
See, dude, that's what I need. I
Yeah.
need the double screens.
she watched the movie on this TV, and then I just muted because I don't really need sound to hear the game. So
Yeah.
I just muted the game and just watched the game.
I see what I
Worked
do
out
is
really
I
well.
do the split screen, so I
Oh,
have
yeah.
4 games on at once.
Yeah.
And
Do you
she's
have,
like,
do you have
"How do you-"
YouTube TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
like, "How do you watch this? It looks so confusing." I'm like, "Dude, I'm lasered
Yeah.
in. I'm focused right now." But
I don't watch too much outside of Ohio State and then Philly,
yeah,
but they always play on Sunday when you watch
Mhm.
NFL. So
yeah, I'll watch almost every game I possibly can,
yeah,
especially the ones that look like they're really close. Like I was watching.
if I see a game close, I end up hitting it on.
Yeah.
I'm usually like, all right, I gotta find this game.
Oh yeah,
That's why, like I said, that Colorado State game, I watched all the way to the end, didn't end till like 2:30.
yeah.
It was a
Luckily,
good game.
yesterday's Michigan's game was at 7:30. It was a night game.
Yeah,
So I had some time to hang out with Lucy yesterday, which was perfect for
yeah,
me.
it was nice for us. We didn't plan anything yesterday. It was
Mhm.
really nice.
Yeah.
Every weekend we're busy, but this weekend we just woke up.
Yeah.
And then I had a gift card. My work gave me a gift card to Texas Roadhouse, so we went to Texas Roadhouse and ate.
Nice.
And then just came home.
We went to an Italian restaurant.
Which one
which
did you
was
go
cool.
to?
It's called Biaggi's. It's over there in Levis Commons.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like the
We
first.
love Italian. That's what I was wondering.
It is really good. It's like the first restaurant on your left when you pull in. It was good. It was good.
Hit me up with this. What's your top 3 favorite food like genres?
Genre. Oh, like
You know what I mean? Like Mexican, Chinese,
Yes,
Italian,
okay.
American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lebanese, maybe.
Like Mediterranean. So
Mediterranean.
number
yeah.
1 for me is probably. This is a hard question. Number 1 for me has got to be American. Just like
Is it patriotic or is it just because you love American food?
no, just because I'm not like
are you
we're
just
talking
trying to make a point?
we're talking about food here. We're not talking about
Yeah.
political stances.
Top
Yeah,
5 favorite countries.
American. It's
Yeah.
got to be American. I mean, you got burgers and fries and steak and
I
mashed
heard.
potatoes and apple pie. Like that's
Did
it.
you see the
That's it
video
for
of
me.
like I think it was like Tom Holland? Somebody he said like he's like somebody said talk about American food. He's like describe American food, and they said hamburgers, and he's like hamburgers started in some other country,
Oh yeah,
and then they were like French
Hamburg,
fries,
Germany.
like French. He's like, what's American food? And I'm like, that's fair.
Pizza. Hello.
Yeah.
But no,
American
like
food is anything deep fried.
yeah, America just takes.
I take burger and fries as American food though.
Excuse me. No.
I think American food is like burgers and fries though. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
But like like you said, like apple pie, cheesecake. Cheesecake. That's where it's at.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. All
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then so that's one. Number 2 is definitely Mexican for me. I love
Yeah.
tacos. I
Yep.
love enchiladas.
Anything with cheese on it.
for real.
That melted cheese, just dump it.
That's number 2 for me. And then 3 is probably oh dude. What else are we working with? We got Italian still. We got
Chinese if you like
Mediterranean.
it. Mediterranean.
I probably go with number 3 Mediterranean, 4 Chinese, 5 Indian.
Ah, there you go.
Not a huge Indian fan, but I've had some really good Indian food.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
There you
my
go.
top 5. Is
I
that
think
you just smacked yourself?
it did. It lines up pretty well with mine. I think I'd have to put Mexican first.
You put number 1.
I think I'd have to. I love Mexican food, and then even just not even like going to a Mexican restaurant, but like I could eat tacos here. I think I'm a big I'm a big beef fan as well. Like I don't like just shredded meat.
Oh yeah,
It's just fantastic. But I think I had to go Mexican first. I think I'd go American food and then Italian food and then Chinese.
oh yeah.
And then my last one I don't really know. Like I want to say Mediterranean, but I haven't had it enough.
Have you ever gone to
So-
Grape Leaf? Grape Leaf
No,
over there?
that's what I'm saying.
That's
I've been told it's good, so I need to try. I think I've had it before. Actually, like when we had that were you at the murder mystery dinner a while ago? I
Yep.
think, didn't they use grape leaf?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was good. Yeah, but I'd like to go and actually order some.
I'm sorry. I'm dealing.
I
with this
do.
thing.
You're good. I do like a good gyro though.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Gyros-
Mediterranean.
Yeah, gyros are fantastic. But I've had them like from Arby's. How Mediterranean is that?
Yeah. That is not.
That's what
Bro,
I'm saying.
Best Euro I've had.
You get them at like a fair. Oh man, I had one at a fair once. Those are really good.
We were in Pensacola visiting last Thanksgiving. My
So who were you
relatives,
visiting? Oh, okay.
Leanne and some other people, Tim and whatever, some of Lucy's cousins.
Oh,
We were
okay.
visiting, and they were like, "Let's go get Mediterranean." We're like, "Okay." So we looked up this place, and it was like number 1 euros in Pensacola or whatever rated. And we
There
pull
you
up,
go.
and it was literally this food truck that looked like it'd been parked permanently, like it was not ever gonna move
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
again. Super dingy, like outside area and stuff. And like it looked
It's
like
probably fantastic.
yeah, it looked super weird.
Yeah.
But this guy spoke Lebanese and
Oh, wow.
like everybody ordered euros. It was the
Yeah.
best euro I've ever had.
Yeah. I've been told food trucks around here. There's taco trucks that are fantastic, and I
Yeah.
haven't had them.
Yeah,
But
food trucks are hard for me. I've had some really good ones. Like there's this one in Sylvania that goes to their like fair and stuff. It's
Yeah.
called Trippin' Biscuits, which is basically like
Huh.
biscuits and yeah, it's like it's meant to be played off of like you're high on drugs or whatever. But it's like what they do
Beautiful.
is they do like biscuits and gravy,
Uh-huh.
but then they do like hot chicken and like
That'd be good.
it is pretty good. But
Yeah.
but dude, food trucks for me it's just like they do interesting things, but the lines are always crazy to get into
Yeah.
a food truck, and their prices are crazy.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like you think I want to pay more because you made your food in a truck?
yeah.
Like
I
come
know what
on.
you mean. Somebody made a video. There was a show made making fun of that
Yeah.
because it was like they made him food and they handed it to the guy and the guy's like, "Thanks, how much is it?" It's like $60, and then he hands him an iPad and he's like, why is it so expensive? He's like, because you're paying for things. You have to pay for this on an iPad, and it's a food truck. And he like hands him the iPad, and it's like, would you like to tip? Your choices are 30%, 60%, and 120%. Like, it was really funny.
No,
Oh
one of my
man,
favorite things is just hitting the no gratuity, no tip
yeah,
on and like in front of
showing
people.
it to him. That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
mean like
I
they'll
get annoyed that they put that on there. Like I ordered Chipotle on my phone to get to pick up yesterday, and it's like add gratuity. I'm like, who am I tipping?
like
Like,
am I really tipping the person that makes hourly wages right now? Like
yeah.
no, I'm
I was
not
like,
doing
who am I
that.
tipping with this? Like, I tip a waiter when I go to restaurants, but like, I'm like,
Yeah.
who am I tipping making a burrito? Like, you're. I don't know.
No, don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it.
Half the time they forget stuff anyway.
I know, for real. For real.
Are you the person that would send it back? Are you a send the food back person, or
I've
does it
never
depend on the
really
severity?
had I've never really had a really bad experience.
I haven't either.
Like I've not been like this is ridiculous like I need something else. But like I mean if I've definitely complained before like, hey, can you cook this more or these are cold, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's never been like this is like trash. Like
yeah, yeah.
you guys definitely scooped this up off the floor
There
and
was
served
this
it to me.
to kind of flip back to the food trucks. So like me and Kate, one of our favorite things to do in Kentucky was to go to like when fairs would come in because fair food was just
Oh yeah.
fantastic. So we would get every time we go to the fair when it would come in for like a few days, we would try to go each night, and I would try to get
Every night of the fair?
every night just to get food. We would try every night. I would not every night, but during the course of the fair, I would try to get a Philly steak, a corn dog, one of those like foot long ones,
Yeah.
if I could get one, and then we would get called the ribbon fries or like trail fries. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're like it's like they take a potato and they cut it and then kind of stretches it out. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
They like deep fry it.
Yeah.
She loves those. I really like them too. So we get those. Sometimes you get a funnel cake. Just depends.
Uh-huh.
What was the other thing I always got? Oh man. And then in Kentucky, I haven't found it up here. I get a deep fried cheesecake.
What?
That right there is one of the best things I've ever had.
What, dude?
Yeah. So here's the thing: they give it to you.
I didn't
It's
even know you could do that.
it's like this big. You can
Yeah.
deep fry anything. It's like this. It's huge. And it's on a stick. It's only like $13. So, it's like it's on a stick, and then they deep fry it. So
Yeah.
it's deep fried, and then they sprinkle powdered sugar on it.
Oh yeah.
So like the thing amazing about it is you bite in, and it's so hot because they deep fried it, but it's frozen on the inside.
dude,
But the cheesecake's melting on the inside. It's so good. It's so good.
that sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, it is. If you're a cheesecake fan, like
Bruh.
it is so good. I mean, when you're done, you'll have a heart attack.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
so
Deep
good.
fried cheese.
I haven't had one in a while, but it was good. Like it started out with like deep fried Oreos, like that was the thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now everything's deep fried. Like we tried a deep fried Uncrustable, fantastic.
You're kidding me.
I don't know why it was so good, but it was
From where?
in Kentucky. And the
Oh,
thing.
my word.
They literally like it turned into like there's food trucks that are just a deep frying station.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then there's a million things you can.
And then
just
you
have
bring
deep
you
fried.
can bring them your own items.
How
You're
funny
like,
would that be?
yeah, you just bring them up. Hey, I got a nutty
Nutter
buddy
Buddy.
bar.
Yeah, can you deep fry this?
They're like, yeah, sure. Throw in the deep fryer.
They just take it and chuck it to the deep fryer.
It's just a giant tub of boiling oil.
It's like a giant barrel they found somewhere and cleaned it out.
Yeah, it's just deep frying. Who knows what in there?
But deep frying anything is basically good. You can
Yeah,
almost deep fry anything.
I would try. I wonder what a deep fried hamburger would be like. Just like a
It's
straight
probably
up
good.
cheeseburger.
I follow this guy on YouTube that does random recipes and he deep fries everything. And he did a burger.
How was that?
It looked good.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes he'll like crush up like one of them. He like took those flaming hot Cheetos and crushed them up and put that on it and deep fried it. So it was like bright red. He like it looks good. I mean,
bright
I don't know if
red,
it's good.
dude. That's too much food coloring. You're probably gonna.
Well, I mean that's that's from the Cheetos
Oh yeah,
because they're a bright red color. But
my goodness,
still,
something I've always wanted to try is a cheeseburger, but instead of like buns,
Mhm.
Krispy Kreme.
I've heard
glazed
of that.
donuts.
Isn't that a thing?
I don't know. I think I saw it somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I would totally try that.
I would try it. I'm trying to imagine if it would be good. It probably would be.
It's gotta be.
I'll tell you what. When you ever had like a burger that has like the pretzel buns? Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
But yeah, it would be interesting with like the frosting and
Yeah.
the glaze and the saltiness of the burger.
I saw a guy like take like 8 of those donuts and just like smush them down,
And
just start eating it, and I'm just like, whoo! Like you smush it down, that takes away some of
yeah, for
the
real.
sugar and carbs and all that, right?
I don't know. I have no idea how that works. How much of that is just air?
That's what I'm saying.
How much of your donut is just air?
Now I want a donut.
Yeah, I know, for real. But actually we've been cooking a lot at home recently. Like that's what I do. I love to cook. Lucy doesn't really like to. So
Really?
Yeah, I'm like the cooker. And so I made cheesesteaks the other day. Super good.
How'd you make them?
So what I got,
Did you buy like one of those like kit things, like where it comes like with everything?
no. So it was actually cheesesteaks are super easy to make. Like you literally only need like shaved. It's called a shaved steak. Basically, it's just like super thinly cut.
Yeah,
flank steak. Yeah. And so I got some of that at Kroger, and then you got to have really good bread, like Italian like bread,
like a loaf that you could cut in half type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then provolone. Other than that,
I put pepper jack on mine.
Go ahead. That's good too.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the flavor you get is from the amount of pepper you put in it. You're supposed to put a crazy amount of pepper and salt, and then I put a little bit of garlic powder in it too.
Did you fry up some like vegetables?
Yeah, and you fry you do the onions.
I do onion pepper.
Yep.
Like onion, green pepper, red pepper. See, like so that smoker, I have a part coming in for it.
Oh yeah.
And another part I sent for free.
The second one?
Yeah, another part they sent for free.
Dude, what?
Because it's under warranty, even though I didn't buy it. So
that's awesome.
That part comes in. I'm hoping that thing will get working. I'm going to smoke the rest of my chicken wings in there.
Yeah.
But I actually want to sell it and buy a griddle because
like a flat top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to buy a griddle. And Jacob, have you seen Jacob's new setup?
Yeah.
So Jake, he did Philly steaks and cooked everything on it and like put it on it. And then even grilled the buns.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yes. So I want a griddle because where Kate doesn't eat meat, I don't really need a smoker.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and not that I won't use it and maybe I'll smoke this chicken and I'll love it and I'll keep it. I don't know. But I think a griddle would come in handy more for us.
Yeah, I think
and I want to buy a portable one that we can use inside because we don't really have much room besides this patio. Yeah. And when you look at this patio and then you look at that smoker, it's huge.
Yeah.
Like at Jacob's house was different.
Yeah.
But here, like where it's just sitting out there, it looks huge.
Yeah, it takes up so much space.
It does. So I'd like to get a griddle that's portable that you could just hook up a propane tank to.
Yep.
So like if I want to take it outside, I can.
Yeah.
And then if I want to just do it inside, I can.
Yeah.
And I want to have at least two different. I like to have 3 different knobs. You can have 3 different temperature cookings for that. But yeah,
how much are those? I've never really looked at.
They're not that expensive. So like, if you want one, well, depending on what you take is expensive. So like, I was looking at the Pit Boss brand, and you can buy one for like $200.
Oh, yeah,
and you have the portable one, and it's pretty big. And then you can go on Amazon and find them even cheaper if you really want to. I know they have Blackstone. You know the brand Blackstone. Keep yawning. That brand Blackstone has them as well. Jacob has a Blackstone.
You said how much?
The Pit Boss one's like $200.
Oh, that's not much at all.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, you're spending that much on a regular grill.
Yeah, and then I think if I'm not mistaken, you just get this. Is it cast iron? No, if you get stainless steel, it's a little easier to take care of because I think cast iron you got to like oil.
Yeah, you got to oil
it down and all that. Whatever you got to do. Heat it up to burn it off. But
yeah.
But the thing is though, when you cook something on cast iron, it does add that flavor.
It does, man.
You know what I mean?
Cast iron is.
It's like when I cook my steaks. We have a cast iron skillet her parents gave us. We cook it on that because it adds such a good flavor.
I just made steaks yesterday. No. Friday night.
I had a steak yesterday.
And they were Friday night. It was the best steak I've ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
I made steak bites and they were really good. I put I did not olive oil, but avocado oil.
Avocado oil, yeah.
Avocado oil, and then I did, of course, like I put a lot of minced garlic. I'm a garlic fan, so I put a lot of minced garlic in there, some cilantro and everything. So the first time I gotta tell you this, first time I made steak bites, it was in this kitchen.
Yeah.
I followed the recipe and I just put everything on the list into a bowl, and then I didn't realize that you just cook it in oil. But I put the oil in the bowl, and then soaked them in that, and then put the oil on. I almost burnt down this apartment. Because I put so much oil and it's popping up. So like by the time I was done, my glasses were just oil. and then my arms were like bright and burnt.
Oh yeah, because
So
it's
here,
splattering
yeah.
everywhere.
So the funny thing was they were fantastic,
Yeah,
really juicy because
they
they
were super
cooked in
good.
oil. So they were. And then the second time it was, I learned from that,
Yeah,
and then it went a lot better, and they still tasted really good. So, but it
yeah,
was just really funny because that first time I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, because I put 5 cups of oil in here,
yeah.
trying to burn the house down.
I didn't even know like there's such a process to it. Like when you're especially like you heat up a pan first with
Yeah,
nothing in it, and then you add your oil. I don't know how many times I've been cooking stuff in oil and just I'm straight up burning oil, like and it's just like
yeah,
smoking up the entire
yeah.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. You have to be careful with it, and then you want to make sure you cook the meat right
Yep.
in the right way. So,
Exactly.
because I got 2 steaks in my fridge, I want to cook, but I really want to smoke those chicken wings, or chicken legs, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
really excited about that
That sounds super good.
because that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get the smoker working is smoke those to make sure it works,
Yeah.
and then plus to enjoy it, and then I'm going to think I'm going to really talk to Kate and be like, okay, should we sell this thing? Because like,
How much do you think
how
you
much am
get
I going
out
to
of it?
use it? So the annoying thing is when I look online, a lot of people don't have them posted for very much, but they're a lot smaller. This one's a lot bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't really know yet.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm trying to figure out which one it is to look up how much they are new.
Yeah.
Because I was selling my gaming stuff. So like my
Oh, you're
computer,
selling that?
yeah, that monitor over there, yeah, that's a
What's that?
nice
Why
monitor.
are you selling
I don't use it. They're just sitting there. So
What do you
I
think you get
sold.
out? What do you think you get for that?
I'm hoping 250, 300.
Really? That's
Right
expensive.
now they're 350 for new.
Really?
Yeah, and so probably 250 because it's been used for a while. It's got a tiny scratch on the screen that I have no clue where it came from.
It's
Like
probably
this big,
it's probably your cat.
probably.
They just went up there with one claw and just went.
But I sold my desk. Oh, okay. So I posted my desk. Somebody messaged me and they're like, "Hey, I want to buy the desk." I'm like, "Cool." I was like, I'm not home though." I texted Kate. I'm like, "Hey, are you?" She wasn't home actually. I was like, "Oh." I go, "I'm sorry, I don't get off till like 11:30 because I work second. And my wife's not home." And they're like, "We can come get it like when you get off." And I'm like, "All right."
At 11 at
At
night?
no, at midnight, like mid 12:30. So I was like, "All right, come get it." So I told Kate, I'm like, "Hey, people are coming at midnight to get that desk." So she's like, I don't like that," and I'm like, well then, can you be home so they can come get it? But she didn't want to do that. I'm like, that's fine. I'll be home. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So at midnight they came. I got home and then they came and I I just put my gun in my pocket and I went and met them and I talked to them for like 20 minutes. Really nice, that nice young couple, man.
That's
Nice
so
people.
funny.
It was
They're like, sure,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, they came, they bought it, and then they saw to my 2 monitors, and I was like, yeah, I bought the second one to have a second monitor because it was nice, blah blah blah. And they were like, "What do you want for it?" I was like, "I was looking for $100," and they just like Venmoed me $100 and took it. So
Dude,
now I'm like, "All right, there's all that gone."
that's awesome.
So all that's because like I'm trying to like this room, man. I'm telling you, the spare room is going to be nice when we actually get it done, but it's getting all of this stuff sold.
That's gonna be chill. Yeah, that'll be
So
sweet when we get in there.
it
Actually, have
will.
a
It'll be nice. And
yeah.
I'm bummed because we need to have another guest on, but we haven't had time for me and you to do
I
this.
know for real.
So that's what's been hard.
We're getting back into it. We're getting back into it.
We are. We need to record like in the future, do a couple more like 2 hour sessions and get a couple episodes ahead
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Because that was nice when we had like 2 episodes done.
And we need to,
That
and
helps.
we need to do some homework too. Like I feel like this past week it's been pretty busy or
Yeah,
whatever. But like we should each come up with a segment for
we do.
every like just like
We need to
it'll
have
be
we do need to have
mystery segment. You
yeah.
would come up with a random one. I actually have one. Kind of. I want to try it. I saw somebody do it and it was really funny, but I don't know how. I don't know how exactly it would work. I'll explain it to you. So basically, it's called wavelength,
Oh, okay.
and you're so I come up with a number. Let's say one.
Okay.
Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay.
Let's do a little run. I'll try to do my best to explain it. Um,
All right.
so I come up with a number and I don't tell you what that number is.
Okay.
And the goal for you is to guess what that number is. But
Oh,
you
okay.
can't just throw out guesses of like, hey, is this the number? You
Yeah.
have to come up with 5 things or subjects or whatever. And ask me. So it would be like this. You would for example, I'll be like, okay, I got the number in my head. We're playing wavelength.
Is it like I had to ask a question that's going to relate to a number?
Yeah, so you're trying to narrow down
Yeah.
with different subjects as to what the number would be. So you'll be like, okay, you'll say, give me a fast food restaurant. And so yeah,
Okay.
so it's hard to understand, but hopefully I'll get there.
We could try it.
So, well, I mean, this is an example. So, say my number is 3,
Okay.
right? And you're trying to guess 3. And you'll say, okay, give me a fast food restaurant. And I'll say, Rallies. Okay.
Okay.
You see how Rallies is a super mid restaurant? Like, you might actually really like it. But Rallies
I'm
to
kind
me,
of whatever about it.
Rallies to me is like it's not a great restaurant. It's actually pretty terrible. So that should
It's
tell
like a 3.
yeah,
Okay.
that should tell you that okay, it's a pretty low number.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then you do another one and you'd be like, okay, give me a body of water. Okay, and then I'll be like, um, let's see, a pond.
Okay.
Pond's pretty mid,
Yeah.
pretty mid.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then like at the end of the 5 questions, and then another one could be like,
You try to guess it.
give me a cereal, and then and then I'll give you a cereal, and it'll be like Raisin Bran.
It's a 1 to me.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's lower, and then
Okay.
at the end of the
Yeah.
5 questions, you try to guess what the number is.
Okay. I see what you mean. You want to try it?
Let's try.
real
Let's
quick?
try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
let me know when you got a number.
I'm thinking of a number.
All right.
Okay, I got my number.
You got
I got
it?
my number. Yeah, I got my number.
All right.
5 questions.
All right. First one.
Yeah.
What's the number?
No, it's not.
Okay. I know. All right. Let me think.
I just tell you. All right. Next game.
All right. Let me think. Give me a college football team.
College football team.
I'm doing this right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got it. You got it. I would say. Let's go Penn State.
Penn State. Okay.
Yeah.
So I get 5 questions.
Yeah, you get 5 questions.
All right. Give me.
And you can even say like, hey, this is kind of putting me around this number. I'm thinking maybe around this number or whatever.
I mean, I have an idea around. Okay, here's another thing. You're not going with some absurd number like 3,500,000.
No, we're
okay.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. That's what I'm saying. Like that's gonna be really hard if you're like, nope, number was 3,857,000. Like, okay.
Close.
All right. Give me a vacation spot.
Vacation spot.
I don't want to use the same questions we already used. I'm trying to mix it up.
Yeah. I would say grandma's house.
Okay, we got Penn State and grandma's house, so we're comfortable.
Where you at? Where are you at? Where do you
right now? I'm thinking
number-wise?
I'm thinking like 7 right now.
Okay.
Ish. Okay. All right. Give me
Grandma's house.
that. I know that. Okay. Which grandma?
Yeah, I know. It depends on which side. I'm not telling you.
All right. Let me think. Give me. Actually, I had one. Okay. Give me a superhero.
Superhero. Okay.
Give me a DC superhero. I'm gonna be more
DC
specific.
superhero. I'm gonna go with. I'm not super familiar with DC, but I can make.
Want to do Marvel instead?
Yeah, let's do Marvel.
Do Marvel.
I would say. Hold on. It's right there. Hawkeye.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So that's 3, right? Questions?
Yeah, that's 3. You could do 3 or you could do 5.
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have to do 5, unless you want me to just guess. But
yeah, keep going. Do 2 more. So you got Penn State, you got grandma's house, you got Hawkeye.
Penn State. You're watching Penn State at grandma's house with Hawkeye. That's what's in my head right now. All right. Give me.
So it's hard for both people because I have to narrow. I have to try to put a number to this category that you give me.
Give me a holiday.
Holiday is gonna have to be okay. Black Friday.
Okay.
Is that a holiday? Does that count?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a holiday.
All right. Oh man. All right. And then the last one.
And then you got to kind of gauge how I am. See what I would.
I know that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the funny thing. And then for the last one, Black Friday. Okay, that's just that. Okay, and then the last one, give me a sport.
A sport.
Right, the sport. Yep.
A sport. Let's see. I would have to go with probably track and field.
6.
You're number 6?
Yeah, number 6. Is it 6? Is it really?
Congratulations, my guy.
I really got it?
It's number 6, dude.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that crazy how you can literally narrow it down to a number?
The funny thing is, I was saying 7, and then I'm like,
yeah.
when you said grandma's house, and then you hit me with Hawkeye. So here's the thing: you said grandma's house, and I was still at 7.
Yes.
You said Hawkeye, I went down to 5.
Oh man!
And then I was like, you said
you had it locked in before I even said the last answer.
Yeah,
because I said track and field, and you said 6 immediately.
Yeah. I'm glad I got it though.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah. I already have a segment that I want to do.
Isn't that fun though?
That is fun.
Yeah.
That's a good segment. Yeah, that's cool.
Wavelength.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you come up with that, or did you see
I saw somebody do it. I was like, that's amazing.
Cool.
That's amazing.
We'll have to keep that in. I have a segment that I want to do.
Yeah.
That I see a lot of, and I like it, and it's ranking things without knowing what comes next.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that? Ever heard of that?
Explain it. I might have
seen
it.
So what it is like, so for instance, we'll say college football teams.
Yeah.
If I would say, I want you to rank these top 5 college football teams, but I'm not going to tell you which one comes next.
Yeah.
So, for instance,
I see.
I'm just going to throw out Michigan.
Is it blind rating?
It's blind rating.
Yes.
So, like, I could say, but Michigan might not be one of them. But I could say Colorado, right?
Colorado, I have to do 1 through 5, and I get 3 lives or whatever.
No, you just throw them out there. So, like, at the end, if you left number 1 open, whatever that last team is at number 1.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't like doing it blindly. Like, I would already have them ready, because I could just mess you up by throwing things out there.
You got to do some homework.
Yeah. So like, I would have to have like, I think what was one of them? One of them was side dishes. These guys did
blind rating
side dishes, and he did.
I wonder if we're watching the same guy. Is it like 2 brothers?
I don't know if they're brothers. They might be. It's these 2 guys though that just sit there with the 2 mics just talking.
Okay, maybe.
But I don't know. Well, it's 2 separate screens of them though, like thing. But anyway, they did that.
Does one have a beard, and the other one has?
I don't.
Show me the. Let me see what you're talking about.
Okay, I don't know if I remember. If I could find them. They should pop up on mine.
Because I follow similar. It sounds like almost the same.
We might follow similar people in general.
But these guys, I don't even know if it's a podcast, but they.
I think theirs is. I don't know for sure.
I follow.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them.
Yeah, maybe it's.
But either way, it was cool because they'd be like.
Yeah, so walk me through one of them.
So like they would say, name off rank these side dishes without knowing what comes next. So like, I'm gonna look up side dishes real quick.
Oh, I see. I got it. It just clicked.
So yeah, you get okay. So like, here's the thing. Like to be fair,
let's play it.
I'm just gonna go off of these like. Okay, these are way too intense. Yeah, like I'm not. It's like sweet Cajun
steamed
sweet potato fries. Yeah, like air fried. I'm like, I'm not looking for recipes.
Just give me regular side dishes.
Like, yeah. Here we go.
Steamed broccoli with truffle
that's what they are. And I'm like, will you stop? Like I'm like, just give me a list here.
Oh, dude.
20.
Yeah, so you just give them to me right off the bat, and I have to rank them. I see. I have to rank them blindly. But I don't know what's coming next, so I don't want to put something like, say you give me mashed potatoes, and I'm like, oh, that's a 3. And then the next one's like Brussels sprouts, and I'm like, okay, I have to go 2.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna do fast food restaurants.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do the first 5 that I see.
Yeah,
so that way it's fair. Like I'm not gonna throw anything at you. Arby's.
Dude, is it 1 through 5?
1 through 5. One being the best.
Arby's is. I'm gonna put them at a 4.
4, really?
4, yeah.
4. Okay, I just wondered. Not a big Arby's fan. Okay,
no, 4.
All right, Chick-fil-A.
That's tough. That's got to be at the 1 for me.
I don't blame you. I'd probably put them at 1. I would. All right, Wendy's.
Wendy's is a. What did I put Arby's at 3?
Yeah, no 4. You put Arby's at 4.
Wendy's is a 3.
That's fair. McDonald's.
This is hard because I don't want to put something at a 5 that doesn't deserve to be at 5.
But do you want to put it at 2?
No. I would say McDonald's is a 2. I'm not mad at McDonald's. They've been good to me.
Yeah.
They've been good to me.
You can't complain. And last one. No, I'm sorry. You got 2 left, right?
No, one more.
Taco Bell.
Oh, that hurts.
At 5. That's what I'm saying.
At 5,
and then it's fun though. Like I like it because you don't know what's coming next.
There's no chance that Arby's should be ranked higher than Taco Bell.
I've seen
that's
them.
fun.
Those guys do that, and then they do one that's like name the top 5 searches of 2020,
And you have to
then
guess
you
them,
just try to guess them. Yeah,
and you have 3 lives.
yeah, something to that effect. Yeah,
Dude, I swear we're watching the same guy.
it might be the same guys, but
I think they're
they're fun to
brothers.
do because I'm like that's fun because some of them are random.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like one time they did like a give me your Mount Rushmore of whatever.
Dude,
Like,
we're
you know what
definitely
I mean?
watching the same guys.
We might be. Yeah,
Mount Rushmore, yeah.
they're pretty calm guys that I watch. Your guys like obnoxious. These guys
No.
really aren't. They're
No,
really
they're
calm.
super chill.
Yeah,
They're hilarious.
we might be watching the same guy.
I got it, dude.
I don't think they have a beard. No, I think one guy does have a beard.
Their thing
Not
is
long.
called the bread basket. Is like
I don't
their
think that's
their
them.
page.
This is gonna bother me now.
I know we gotta.
You know what I mean? Like now
I gotta
I'm
go
like,
to the bathroom anyway.
oh, okay. Well, let's take a pause then.
Oh, dude, that's
Actually, we're an hour. Right, we're back. We're back. The headset's on backwards.
I feel a cold coming on, so I'm just
I feel
hammering.
you.
I'm just hammering liquids.
Yep.
Just hammering. I got this water bottle thing yesterday, which
Nice.
honestly is one of the best water bottles I've ever seen.
What do you?
Like, you know how you walk through TJ Maxx and like you get to
Look
the
at the
checkout
random-
line and
Yeah.
then you're like you find yourself looking at 5-gallon
Yes.
water jugs. And you're like,
I know what you mean.
why on earth would I ever need
I
this?
know exactly what you mean.
But I feel like I need this.
I do the same thing.
You see what I'm saying?
I pick it up and Kate's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I doing? You know how much water I could drink?"
I know. Do you see how hydrated I can be with this?
yeah.
And it's like it's only
That's
$6,
hilarious.
or it's always like $7.99 or like $6.99.
That's
But
hilarious.
so I've always seen those things and been like, you know, I need one of those.
Yeah.
And then never gotten one. This is my first water bottle that I've ever gotten. It's called Owala. So it's Owala.
Huh.
And I actually saw an ad on it. And the thing that tipped me off to it was, so you have like your typical like handle thing like this.
Yeah.
But you have your push button thing that opens it up.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me was the inside of this, there is a spot to sip and there's a spot to pour.
Wow.
So it's in depth. So if I wanted to just take a sip, I could just go like this, like keep it up and down. Get liquids like that. If I wanted to tilt and go pour action,
That's so funny.
you could go straight.
You could go straight to pour.
Mhm.
Somebody really thought that water bottle through,
Dude,
bro.
it's revolutionary.
That's hilarious.
It has a plastic straw inside of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. Like
you know the
that's
ones.
really funny.
I'm not cool with the ones that you flip open and it comes like the silicone like
yeah.
straw
The silicone
like
straw comes at you.
tongue
Yeah.
looking thing like
Flings
that.
a little water at you.
That
yeah.
grosses me out.
Yeah.
And you can't clean them.
No,
You can't clean them. Like
you know
it's
how nasty those
so
are.
this is just all plastic and like
Yeah.
it's super.
That's
It's
so
really
funny.
innovative. I was like,
Dishwasher friendly.
dude, dishwasher friendly.
There you go.
24 hours of coldness.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I'm pretty hyped.
That's
about
awesome though. Yeah,
it. I know. Yeah.
That's funny.
But what was I gonna say? So I've been just hammering liquids because I don't want to get a cold. I get
No, I don't
one
blame you.
every single year. I hate it.
Yeah.
I need to take vitamins. I don't know why I don't take any vitamins. Do you
Yeah.
take any vitamins?
No. I
See,
try to take a multivitamin.
Yeah, I just don't.
And I
ever.
forget.
Yep,
I'll
same.
go on a streak of taking them for a couple days straight, and then I just forget. It's
Yeah.
not on purpose. It's just
It's
I
kind of
don't
like
remember.
it's kind of like reading your Bible. You're like I've read my Bible for a week straight and I missed one day. Okay, I'm not reading for a month.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels with
I know what you
vitamins.
Yeah, it's just like all right, whatever.
I know, but I was gonna bring up a side hustle I've been into recently.
Okay.
Have you ever donated plasma?
Yeah, we talked about this last time.
Did I?
We talked about this whole segment. This is a whole segment on the last podcast.
Bro, it's really been a minute.
Did you do it though?
Yeah, so I've
You haven't done it yet.
I've done it
from before.
twice. I've done it
Okay,
twice.
you really did it?
Yes.
Okay,
so
how was it?
It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit.
Was it a little ghetto
Okay, and not as ghetto as I thought it was going to be.
or
So that all depends on location.
yeah?
It really depends on
figured.
location. Now, I did, however, run into this guy that was straight up running like a side hustle to get referrals there. He was just a
Yeah.
black guy, and he was like, he's like, I do this like full time. Like, I come here and I try to get
Just tries to get people-
referrals because it's
yeah.
like $200 if you go twice.
Yeah.
And like he
I don't
goes to
blame him.
so many different like plasma donation centers in the area.
I can't believe
Just
that's his
straight
side
up
hustle.
not allowed. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to do that. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
um,
So you did it.
I did it, and it's pretty chill. The first time I went, you have to do a physical, and then you have to do, excuse me, you have to do a bunch of. They sit you down at like a kiosk where you answer a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
You know, have you have you gotten a tattoo recently? Have you had an accidental needle poke? Whatever. And you
Yeah.
can fly through them pretty quick. But and you have to do that every time. It takes me probably
Were any of them actually health related?
yeah, a lot of them were health. Like, have you ever had hepatitis A or whatever?
Oh, it's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you get there. I had an appointment. You show up. I actually went to the wrong place because I thought I knew where the place was. So I was like a
Yeah.
half hour late. But like, oh no, we'll just fit you in the next segment. So that was chill.
Well, that's good.
So you go in. The first thing they do is they take your vitals. So they prick your finger. They draw blood. They test your blood pressure, and then they take your weight, and they take your temperature.
Oh, okay.
And then you go
Wow.
get in line.
What all do they test? Like check?
They just I don't
Like
know.
everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They check everything. I don't know
it
what
kind
they.
of makes sense considering you're donating.
Yeah, yeah. So they want to make sure
that,
they
that
get.
makes sense.
Yeah, they don't want to make sure your plasma is top tier. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't want no drug induced
Yeah.
plasma out here. But so they have all these signs about how you're keeping people alive, and it's just like so funny because no one in there cares.
Yeah,
There
no.
might be two people that are like, "Yeah, I'm here to like save lives,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone else is like, "Yeah, just give me the check."
Yeah.
So you go there, then you do a quick physical. I had to do that's only your first time, so you have to do a physical first time, make sure you get accepted. So I got accepted, and then you go stand in line. And then the only thing about it is the lines are kind of crazy, like especially if you do like 5 o'clock and after, which is the only time I
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Everybody's getting off of work and going. Which for you, you would probably be lines would probably be a lot easier if you were to go like during the day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That is if you want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell you on it because
Yeah.
I want to get your referral. So you go in there, and then you got to be cool. You got to be pretty cool with needles. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
like
care.
I'm not like, oh yay, needles, but at the same time I'm like I'm totally fine with them.
Yeah, yeah.
You lay down in these super reclined like like seats, right?
That's
So like
yeah.
you're all the way reclined back. You sit down, they poke you with a needle, and then and then they put the blood pressure thing on you. And while it's tight, you just are supposed to pump. And you sit there for like 45 minutes to an hour, however long it takes, to get it all out.
Yeah.
They say how good you flow, really.
Huh.
If you take a lot of liquids, drink a lot of liquids beforehand, you'll go quicker.
Oh, okay.
So you just sit there and you pump when it's supposed to. You're when it tells you to pump when it's tight, and then you don't pump. And the first time I went, actually, they gave me a hematoma, which is I blew out my blood vessel.
Oh,
And I kid you not, dude, it looked like my arm was like had a disease.
yes,
That's how
yeah.
big the bruise was. So the first time I went, they were taking my plasma for like maybe 15 minutes, and then I got a hematoma, which literally feels like a balloon, like your skin blows up like a balloon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I looked down at it, it was like, whoa, that is not supposed to be happening. And so I was asking them like how often it happens. They're like, oh, it's like once a day people get hematomas or whatever.
Oh. Huh.
So basically, they were like, okay, well, we're gonna we're gonna stick your other arm. We're just gonna give you your blood back and put some saline in it, and then you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So the first time I went, it took me like actually the donating process took me like 20 minutes, and I was out of there.
Oh, cool.
And it's $130. Boom, right away.
Wow.
So they
That's
give you
a chunk of money.
yeah, dude. They give you a debit card, and every time you go, they add money onto your card.
Huh.
So far, I've made I've gone twice, and I've made $230.
That's cool.
And like an hour after work.
Yeah.
After work. So it's really a really
How
sweet.
often could you go?
You're supposed to put 1 day in between each one. So you
could go
Yeah.
every other day. You go 3 times a week.
Yep.
And
especially when they do deals. I don't know what like right now I'm
they
doing
do deals.
Yeah, they do deals. We're like right now they're doing a deal where basically it's a ladder. Every time you go, you get a certain amount of money, and you can earn up to $900 in a month in a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on like the second rung of the ladder to get a total of 900.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like if you're like doing regularly, $900 in a month is like that's good money.
That is good money.
And so
that's
especially
almost
if you're
like
no, and if you refer somebody, you get an extra $200.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna send you my link, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I might send it to you
if you want to. You can't. I literally just go there. I sit there, and I just listen to an audiobook. Like I've been listening to the Hobbit audiobook.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it's super. I just finished this book called Fearless. It's about a Navy SEAL who died.
That's cool.
So that was really cool. And then you just listen to audiobooks. And you just chill.
That's nice. I might have to try that.
It's pretty nice.
I did look into it after we talked about it.
I'll send you my link, and it's pretty straightforward too. Like they give you an app, and you sign into your app, and you can see where you're at, and it shows you your balance on your card. Like right now, I have $63 left on my card.
That's cool.
And you book your appointments here. or you click and then you can pick which day you want to go, and
That's
then
insane.
let me see, track my promotion. So right here, you can see at the top, it kind of explains your tracking your donation. So that's how much I've made so far in total,
Oh yeah,
and it shows you what I can make every time I go.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's
That
super
is
sweet,
cool. Yeah,
super sweet. But
it's funny. But so anyway, what I was gonna say was
yeah, what
there
were
was
you gonna
a
say?
side hustle that I kind of want to do,
Yeah,
but it's basically taking your side hustle.
what
That
furniture?
yeah,
Dude,
but
do it.
I want to buy. I'm actually wanting to buy the because I can buy it for like $50. I want to buy all the wood furnishing tools and actually refurbish them
Yeah,
and try to sell them for like not a lot,
yeah.
but like if I could get a free random side table and refurbish it and then sell it for like $100 or more, depending on how well I do. I don't know how good I'm gonna do, but I
Yeah,
want to do it.
I would do. That's why I want a truck so bad.
That's why I asked if you had a truck yet, because I
See
was
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
like, hey John, if you have a truck, just bring me the
Oh, did
furniture.
that? Yeah, you texted me over the weekend. Did you get
I
a
did,
truck yet? And I was
yeah,
like, no,
because I was like, if you got one, I was gonna be like, all right, I got to deal it for you. I was gonna be
dude.
like, you do all the driving, I'll refurbish it, and we'll figure out to split the money.
We could definitely do it because you know a good place to get furniture for super cheap
Where
is Habitat for Humanity,
is that the
the
place
place
that?
that Amanda got her couch from.
Okay, is that the is it similar to like the Humane Society's
That's what it is.
thing?
That's what it
It's
is.
that one. Is it that one?
Yeah, have you ever been there?
Okay. Yep. Yep. That's a good
They
idea.
they sell stuff for so cheap
I
there.
have found some stuff on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah,
but my issue is I can't get it.
that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
have the room,
That's the biggest thing.
and I am trying. So what I want to do, to be honest, what I want to do is I want to get like one or two things, refurbish it, and sell it.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'd like to get like five and just see if it works. If it works, then
Yeah,
I would look into selling my car to get a truck.
yeah. I would even.
Honestly,
I'm trying to sell my car
yeah,
to get a truck.
I'm thinking about doing it, and just but it's all about if it's worth it.
Yeah,
Like if it's not, then whatever.
I just want a truck in general, just because it's more convenient. I can use it way more than I would with my coupe. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't fit anything in there.
I
But
gotta say, I think I got that Camry. I
yeah,
can't put anything in there. Like we have that. We have our Ford, but one Kate always drives it, and it
yeah,
doesn't have that much room.
yeah.
Like
Ours,
so,
our CRV is a little bit bigger, but it
yeah.
still can't fit crazy amount of stuff in
No,
there.
so like if I had a truck, I would have already picked up things.
Yeah,
Because there's things people are like,
put
hey,
up for free.
free pure wood table, and I'm like, I looked up videos of people. You just scrape all that stain off.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it's easy because I've never done it, but like you scrape all that stuff off. You just and plus to me, this might sound dumb, but that might I don't mind working with my hands and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
might like it.
I
It's kind of
follow
relaxing.
I follow
So
this guy on YouTube
I don't know.
who literally goes and picks up pallets.
Oh, he does pallets.
He
Okay, yeah,
picks up pallets and he makes tables. He made this table
yeah.
out of a bunch of pallets, and he ordered like legs off of Amazon and sold the thing for $5,000.
What?
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
5 grand?
$5,000. It looked like a designer piece when he was done with it.
Oh, I'd say okay. So
So
he
like,
really makes a nice.
yeah. So what he did
Yeah.
is like he takes all the boards, he cuts them all down, he glues them all together
Mhm.
side by side, and then clamps them together, and then he planes them to make them all flat, and
Mhm.
then he just like sanded the crap out of it and
Yeah.
put a stain on it
Yeah.
and screwed in Amazon like
Wow.
legs and then sold it for $5,000.
Wow.
Which I'm like, yeah, that's like,
I don't have the tools for that.
yeah, I don't,
To a certain extent. I
I have some.
I have the sander already. As far as getting like the stainer and all that stuff, you just have to go get because depending
Yeah,
on that. But
yeah,
like I do have tools as far as like if I need to make something, but I don't have stuff to like I used to have a circular saw, but I don't have stuff to cut wood very finely,
yeah,
if that makes sense.
yeah,
Or
like a
trying to
table,
design it type thing. I
like a
can't
table
do
saw.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely don't have a table saw.
I just
I
need.
mean,
I don't have the space, dude.
that's been my other issue. Like even
Yep.
if I buy them, I'm like, where am I going to put it?
Yep,
You know,
exactly. Like
so
I've literally sold stuff out of the church barn before.
really,
Like I picked up stuff and just kept it in there because I don't have anywhere else to put it,
yeah, yeah.
and had people show up and be like, "Yeah, here's the thing." Like I had this black couple come and they were like, "You selling anything else in here?" And I was like, "No, it's just this." Like
Yeah.
and I was trying to get them
You
out of
start
there.
selling the church stuff.
I was trying to get them out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want these people knowing what's in the barn or
Oh,
whatever.
definitely.
But
Well, that's
anyway,
the
yeah,
funny thing because like,
the space
yeah,
and like
I told Kate if I had a garage, I'd do it.
I'm telling you, dude, it'd be insane what I could do with a garage.
I
There's
know
this
I want one. Yeah.
there's this property if you've mowed the big field before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's that property at the very back, where the white has the white house and has the pool outside of the house.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So like
Yeah.
if you're on the road coming to church and you look all the way across the field, it's that house.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And that dude, he's a single dude, and I think he works from home. He drives like a really nice BMW, but it's just like a super small house, and then it has like a cool looking like shed slash barn disconnected a little bit farther
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, if this guy ever puts his house up for sale, I'd buy it so fast.
We.
It just looks like a tiny little cozy house,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it doesn't look beat up, and
Dude.
it's got like a porch, and it's right there next to the field.
Yeah.
Dude, I would eat that up.
We tried to buy the house. Um.
You try to buy a
If
house here?
Yeah, we tried to buy the house when we first moved. If you're mowing the back field, like so, it's like if you go to the back corner,
Yeah.
it's like a little bit farther this way. There's a house right there. That's
Did it
part of
have
the
a pink?
field.
Did it have a pink
Had
door?
a pink door.
You tried to
Yep.
buy the
We tried
house?
to buy that house.
How much do they want for it?
I don't remember. It was one. It was like one. It wasn't. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't too bad because the house was still pretty nice. It wasn't
Was
much
it
of a fixer upper. I think it was like 150,
dude?
and it had a full basement. I can't remember how many square feet. It was like a 3 bedroom, 2 bath,
That's nice.
full the basement was huge.
Yeah.
Like, and then they turned the one basement spot into a gaming room, and me and Kate were gonna buy it.
Why didn't
I
you get
mean,
it? Somebody else put an offer on it.
no. What happened is since we're first time buyers,
Yeah.
and we don't have a big down payment, so like we were
Yep.
gonna put down only so much, and they were crap. What was the type of loan called? We were doing a certain type of loan.
Conventional? Or
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it
The other one. I don't know why I'm forgetting. We did this a million times,
I don't know either.
but I think they were only taking conventional. So when we put our offer in, the lady was like, "I don't even know what this is." Like, how are you a realtor if you don't know?
you don't know what.
And then anyway, so then they were like, "Never mind," and we didn't get it. We were really bummed because it wasn't like. I mean, it was. I don't know.
I looked
it
at
was
some.
Nice.
I looked
so
at some
bummed.
too. My grandpa kind of faked me out. My grandpa Marshall faked me out a little bit. He was like, "Hey, I think I want to buy a house." And I was like, "You live in a house?" He's like, "I want to I want to invest in real estate."
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the deal was, he was like, "You guys can move in and fix it up or whatever, and then you guys can own it or whatever. Like,
Oh
I'll
wow.
rent it to you."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, sweet, that'd be awesome." And so we
Yeah.
looked at a couple different houses, and then he kind of got cold feet. I was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
yeah.
I was like, "Bro, come on."
I want a house so bad.
Same. I hate apartments.
Our lease is
fine
in December.
It's fine. Ours is up in July. It's fine, but I hate apartments, dude.
Me and her always talked about it. And the first time we were looking for houses, we were so picky about it. But now I'm like, because like I was like, we saw houses. It was like 900 square feet. And I'm like, that's way too small. And this apartment's like 850.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah, man.
Because like it doesn't mean that this first house is gonna be our last.
Yeah, exactly.
So me and her,
it sounds so weird, but I just want a yard to mow. Like for real, I just want my own space.
The reason I wanted that house on Church Drive was I'm like, hey John, can you just kind of swing that lawnmower,
dude,
right over here for me, buddy? Just kind of, just kind of cut right.
Take a wide angle over here when you get to the back corner.
Listen, I do not care if you cut my property. Just swing that back. The funny thing about that house was, if you go on the other side of it,
yeah,
it's literally so. The person that owned that house, they built like a dog kennel in the garage.
Oh, really?
Like a bunch, yeah. So probably like from this wall to this wall, but more than that. But let's say, like this was all like squared off into individual dog cages, and then they cut out a hole in the back and had a built-in fence that was like from the top of the roof squared down, so they couldn't even climb out.
Yeah,
and that was all the way down.
So I'm saying, you can just build stuff.
You can just do that.
You can just do that. Like you can't.
If I
imagine you're fencing off your podium, your patio out here.
Yeah.
You get a letter. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, if you go over here, there's this old lady that lives over here.
Yeah,
that like mulched her because they let you, but it's like, if you why would you? Like, why would you mulch it and decorate it? Because
what are you gonna take that mulch with
exactly?
You?
So like she did it, and don't get me wrong. I guess she's an old lady that's probably just waiting to die.
Yeah.
So like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
But like, still, it's just kind of like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. I don't want to put any more money than I have to.
Yeah, and it's like our light switch in here is like barely working. I want to just fix it. I want to just unscrew it and fix it. Yep. But I don't want to be responsible for anything.
Yep. I hear you, dude. I just want a garage so bad.
Yeah,
we looked
need one.
a little bit too, and it was just like
It's not a good time right now. That's what's
we
annoying.
don't have any money for this.
That's what it always comes down to.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
what if we did this?
Somebody could just give me like 30 grand.
I know it'd be insane. I could be so happy with 30 grand.
And what is it? I'm watching a TV show. We should probably wrap this up. I was watching a TV show, and this couple on the show, like he was a very successful guy, and she was very successful in her job, but she wanted to quit, and he's like, no, I know, I don't quit, and she was like, but why? We make plenty of money off yours. There's no point in mine. He's like, that's not true. Yours buys happiness, and I'm like,
facts.
Amen to that.
Dude,
it's like just people say like money can't buy happiness, and I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
but it can help.
It could definitely do. It could definitely get me a couple notches up from where I'm at right now.
Oh man.
Hey, dude, maybe this podcast will fund our first down payments on our house.
So should we start a GoFundMe?
GoFundMe for Dan and John's house.
Yes, just buy us a house. I don't.
The Borderline Buddies House Project is what we're gonna call it.
The name. That's what the name of this podcast is. I know you're confused by looking at the logo right now. Yes. Actually, hopefully, no, it won't be changed by the time I change.
Why? Were you gonna put it up that fast?
I'm gonna try and put it up like today or tomorrow. We usually release them on Mondays, and it's Sunday. We didn't release one last Monday.
Try to do it tomorrow, and then bring. I'll bring my iPad tonight. Are you gonna play pickleball tonight?
Are we playing?
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
I want to play.
Let's do it.
I really want to play. Yes, dude. I've been dying to play. We haven't played in a while.
I'll send it in the chat.
Uriah might be a no.
Uriah told me he was playing.
So Uriah's a yes.
Uriah's a Pastor Caleb played for the first time the other day.
How'd that go?
I
could see him being really good.
Is the best first time player I've ever seen.
Dude, he's a very athletic guy.
So fast.
Yeah, he's and it wasn't too hard on his knees, right? It shouldn't have been.
It was. He was like.
Oh, he was. Okay, that's a bummer. I'll remember to ask him about it. Well, let's shut this down because I got to pee.
Hey, you've been listening to your friendly neighborhood Borderline Buddies.
Yes, we appreciate the listening, and I say next podcast, let's have a guest on.
Let's do it.
Another segment thing I kind of want to do. I'll bring this up to you real quick and we'll end it.
Yeah.
What do you think of taking turns picking out a guest?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And like not telling the other person,
just having them show
just
up.
Show up.
Yes,
but we know it's a guest.
Yes.
I know a podcast. That's all they do.
Really?
And I'm like, so I don't want to just do that. That'd be their idea. But like,
I think
that'd be fun.
I say we steal a little bit from every podcast.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So like, but they do that. They have a guest on. They don't know who it is, and I'm like, that would be fun. Like, we could have a guest on. I'm like, I mean, this doesn't really matter if the other person knows, but like we could each take turns getting a guest. Yeah, like, I'm like, okay, I'll get a guest this time.
I don't want to know. I like that idea.
I think it'd be fun not to know.
Yeah,
and then you just got to be like, all right, they're on. And then these segments that we did today, we can do it with them.
Yep. That's perfect.
All right, let's shut this bad boy down. Thank you for listening. The music started playing a while ago.
I don't remember what it is, but it's fire. It's fire music.
Do you not like the outro music though? Isn't it cool?
Music.
Okay,
I
haven't been playing at the beginnings.
I almost want to do music the entire podcast. Just have it playing the whole time.
It's on a loop. It's music as far as stuff like that. It really sets a tone.
It does.
So.
Yeah. A mood, if you will.
A mood, yeah. All right, thank you for listening, though.
Peace out, everybody.
And sorry we didn't release one for a while. We're getting back into the swing of things.
Ben said he has homework tonight, so he can't play. Bruh.
Ben has homework?
How old are you?
What? Ben, stop it. All right, see you guys later.